House 33. I want to go back in here. Goodness. Morning. Good morning. It's good in the hood. Just checking in with my fine people. See who's going to pull up. Somebody is here. Hasn't said anything. But hello. If you're here to stay or just passing through. What up, though? I'm returning home from an eventful weekend. It was eventful. I didn't even do hardly nothing, but it was eventful for me because I don't do much of anything. I had fun though. Let my weave down because I know I'm bald headed and bald. Mm-hmm. Bald on purpose. That's the best way to be. Bald on purpose means you can grow it if you wanted to. But nah, I pass. I like it bald. Mm-mm. Man, I'm scheduled to get home about 1 o'clock. Started off getting home at 12:30. And I stopped. Got me some chicken. I'm back on my way. I got some gas too. Back on my road. Be back in Charleston soon. Hey D, hey girl, hey. I'm up here just rolling home from Atlanta. I had a good time, honestly. Like I really literally went just to go to church. So everything else that I got to do was pretty dope. I mean, not like it was all extravagant or anything like that, but like yesterday I was like, I'm on the 11th floor of the Westin. I was like, well, I'm retarded. It was the 21st floor. I'm like, well, that ain't nothing. I just like being high up. Like even in apartments, I like to be as high as possible in apartment because I don't want nobody walking above me. But what's the use of being in a hotel on a low floor and then the view sucks? I like the good view. You know, love the good view. You can look down on everything and see how you gonna take over. That's what my mind be at. I only want to take over the things that I'm able to take over. I ain't trying to take over everything because that ain't bad to take over. But it's nothing like just having a time of reflection and just, pulling from your surroundings. And that's why I like, being able to look out the window at the buildings, at water, whatever is, the backdrop from your window and just really think. A lot of times I'm busy. Whether I'm sitting still or not, I'm a busy person. My mind is always going, which I always say is a blessing and a curse because I'm always thinking, which means a lot of times I'm always ahead. But on the other sense, a lot of times I'm not resting because my mind is always moving. You know? And you know what they say about an idle mind? So even in my deep thoughts and things like that, I try to not think about things that would um, cause roadblocks. If I'm going to be overthinking, I need to be overthinking about stuff that is going to benefit me or add to my life or add to someone else's life around me. So the whole channeling of that is a task because life be life, and sometimes your thoughts are all on what's not or what isn't going right, what's been wrong. It took me a long time to get to that place of knowing that our mind is man, that's the devil's playground, they say. Hey, just saying. In an idle mind, boy, you've been and created a whole need bail money. I am too cute for jail. I ain't going back. No, I don't ever want to go to jail again. And people weird in there. That's all I can say is they weird. I was in jail 3 times. That's plenty. And it's so bad. I ain't never been to jail for something that was just so terrible. Stupid traffic stuff. I promise you. If I ever go back to jail again, y'all know I did something crazy. For real, real. Can you guys still hear me well? Because I know my phone is hot because they closed down the other windows. I thought it was going to close this one. I just want to make sure I'm still being heard. Yeah, man, jail 3 times for license stuff. That's whack. I ain't got no real rap sheet. Hey, never get caught. That's the best rap sheet to have. No rap sheet because you never got caught. Not that you ain't never did anything, but you never got caught. What is that sound? Must be rocks hitting the bottom of the car because they doing this asphalt. I'm like, what is this under my car, man? I ain't do nothing. Yeah, but like I said, I had a good weekend. I actually, because I was gonna go, I kept talking about the Peach Cobbler Cafe. I didn't go, and I'm kind of mixed. I have mixed feelings about that because I really wanted to go, but I also wanted to try something new. You know what I'm saying? So Sunday I found a brunch spot, but before I went to the brunch spot, I found it was called the Blue Cantina, and it was like it had like Mexican cuisine. However, it was black owned. I thought that was pretty different, you know. They had good music going on. People was enjoying the hookah. They was watching games and stuff, having cocktails. That's where I went to kill time until like 6 o'clock because I had to wait. And then I had reservations. I found a place on TikTok called Touche. Touche was dope. It was like brunch. I don't know if it's just Sunday, but on Sundays it's brunch from 1 to 8 p.m. and then they close, I believe. But yeah, them too. They had great food, good music. I'm talking about like jumping like what do you call it? Lord have mercy. I can't think of the name of the music, but yeah, they play real rap music. What is wrong with me? But anyway, They had really, really good food too. I had the first place I didn't eat no food. I just had cocktails. Then the second place I had a nice cocktail and I had chicken and waffles. I guess because we went late, they didn't have the like some of the stuff wasn't on the menu because I really wanted to try the salmon and grits. But here nor there, I had the chicken and waffles. It was pretty good. But you know, you had one, you had them all. I don't think that I don't know another way that we can do chicken and waffles to make it extraordinary. It's just about if the chicken good or not, I guess, and the type of waffle. But yeah, I had basic breakfast there for brunch. And then I was supposed to hook up with my friend, but she flaked on me. That's what I'm gonna call it. She flaked on me, which is all good. Cause the money I had to beat her, I ate myself. Y'all think I'm about 500 pounds. I like eating too. I like good food. I like to try new stuff. So then I found another place on TikTok. No, I Googled. I found another place on Google. It was called Virgil's Geechee Kitchen. I think that's it. Virgil's Geechee Kitchen. It was on College Park. And that place was real dope. I liked it. It was cool going in and looking at the menu and seeing that the owner was actually from the Charleston area. I figured it out because of some of the names of the menu. I was telling y'all about it last night. He said Bush and Grits. Bush and Grits. Bush, not fish. Bush and Grits. That was a telltale that he was from Charleston because that's how they talk. Had a nice Hennessy margarita with some mint leaves in it. Ooh, strawberry Hennessy. And I don't even drink Hennessy, but I was being daring yesterday. I stopped drinking Hennessy back in 2000 and probably 2001. It's just too much for me. But I had that, and then I had the Bush and Grits, which was like whiting. It was super well seasoned. The grits was really good. They was good, but they ain't my place in Charleston, the Grit Counter. They can't fool with Grit Counter. Grit Counter, man, them grits is good. I think people that don't like grits would like the Grit Counter. Then I had some macaroni and cheese. It was okay. It was pretty good. And they had these cornbread muffins with this hey Gary, with this, I don't know, some kind of drizzle pizza. I don't know, but man, I was like, these things are dangerous. They was good as hell. And yeah, that's what I had from there. And I ate half of it, and I went back. And my friend like, man, I'm hungry. Let's go get something to eat. You hungry? I'm like, nah, but I eat. So then we went to the Gentleman's Club, Cheetah Room or something like that. That's a Gentleman's Club. And when I tell you, I finally got my salmon, but whoo, God bless the cook. That food was good. Again, their grits couldn't get with the Grit Counter. They kind of taste the same as the other place. So I'm like, okay, everybody used the same cheese. They was cooked well. That salmon was just perfect though, man. That pan sear when they get that little crunch on it. So of course I done been to a few of those clubs, but I had never been to one that was like a 5-star restaurant. And they said if you go in there and like throw a fist full of money or something, that you'll get put out. You know how people make it rain? You can't do that in there. You have like big wigs that come in there, executives and things like that. It was quite comical for me because I'm like, wow, I've always been scared to be a stripper. These girls ain't doing nothing. That means I can come in here and do nothing and probably walk home rich. I was in there acting like I was the owner of the club. Like, man, that girl in the pink, I would just kick her off the stage right now. She got a boo-boo. Let me quit playing. Nevertheless, the food was good. So you have the Cheetah Room, Virgil's Kiki Cuisine or Kitchen, something like that, and the Blue Cantina and Touche. Those were the places that I visited besides church. Other than that, I was chilling, just getting ready. Like now, I had to get back home so I can get ready for my little get together tonight. I'm pretty excited about that. Um, I think it's going to be different than I even expect because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm sure a couple people come, but I don't know. It might be a little more than a couple because I've been getting a lot of good feedback. So we'll see. I might be turning Taco Boy into a party central. Yeah, but I am excited to spend some time with my people before I go. And that's when it's about to get real, for real, because as soon as I get back, I know that when I get back, I am going to stop at Taco Boy because if it is like 10 people, I at least want to see if they can give me like a little area or something. Like if I can make like a makeshift reservation or something. Because, my man, we just going to eat up and eat some tacos, have some drinks and laughs. But if I know I'm going to have more than 5 people, I probably need to see if they can accommodate me. How am I feeling? I'm feeling good. I'm just kidding. Hey, Letitia. No, I feel really good, Gary. Honestly, I'm in a great space mentally, spiritually, emotionally. I'm good. My soul is good. My spirit is good. I ain't say physically because I need to lose some weight, but I still like me. But I don't want to be this chunky. Really, I need to stop saying that because people gonna start thinking I'm fat. I'm just pleasant. Shit. It's in all the right places. Cause some stuff be trimmed down and curved out a little more, yeah, but it's under there. It is so under there. Should please. My 50-year-old tail put on my little shirt last night and my little jeans and had the sides cut out kind of like it rise high. You can see. I can tell you this, not one lady in there at work could see me. So I ain't doing too bad. Yeah. I ain't doing too bad. I was like, oh, look, a little tink tink. Let me quit playing. But I'm for real though. Oh, man. Hey, some little women's. But I did have a good time and I do feel good. I'm even more excited. I did break down and buy me a couple of items, some clothes because like, until I get back in my clothes, what I'm supposed to do, man. So before I went to Virgil's, I went and bought me a few items. And I'm going to do that like probably every week, every other week. Yeah, I've been on the road since I think I got on the road like 7:30, a little bit before 8. So I'm about halfway home. 11, 12, 18. Yeah, I got like an hour. I got supposed to be home by like 1 o'clock. So yeah, I did good. I was gonna get up and leave at like 6 o'clock, but I don't know. I was discombobulated when I woke up. The first time it was like 1:45. I thought it was 3 something. Then I went back to sleep and I woke up at like 5 something. I was like, yep, I'm not about to drive right now. Good morning, Uncle L. Safety first. So I was just like, long as I get out of there by 8, I was good. And that's what I did. The next time I woke up, I just got up, got ready, and left. get back home now. Get my day started. I'll probably try to do some more moving stuff into the storage. And then I have these chairs that I'm trying to sell. I don't wrap them chairs up when nobody really asking about them. Now I think I took pictures of the whole chair the other day, but if I didn't, I'm gonna have to unwrap the chair so I can take a picture. She want to see the size. And these chairs are in immaculate condition. They in better condition than I thought they were. But either you want them or you don't. I'm like, it's like one of those things where it's cool if I sell them because that's a little extra cash. But if I don't, I'm more than happy to keep them because I love the chairs. I had changed the theme of my living room, so I just moved those chairs into my bedroom. I had them when I first opened my salon. My salon, I stayed open a year, but nobody really. It was just like aesthetics. They didn't. Nobody really sat on the lobby furniture. Most time they come in the back with me. So, man, them chairs are almost in perfect condition. Only thing that makes them not perfect is because I bought them a couple of years ago. No lint, they clean. The bottom is intact. Ain't no scratches on the little things on the legs, the little taps on the bottom. Perfect condition. And I'm thinking about selling the table because I really don't want to have to deal with trying to cover and protect the glass for the table. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking about selling the table. And that way, that's just one less thing I got to worry about. But I kind of love my table. I'm actually still using the table. But I can get another table, huh? The old me would have sold all that stuff. It wouldn't have been no storage. For real, for real. But I ain't doing that. I need my furniture now. Especially with starting over. So I do need to keep my furniture till I graduate to some new furniture, which will probably be in about 6 months. I'm a person that I'll look at furniture. Just that's why I got rid of. Well, that's why I removed the other chairs because it's like they like a floral print. I got tired of looking at the flowers and I just wanted a yellow chair, so I went and bought some more chairs to go with my couch. Now I like the chairs and I don't want the couch. So now I gotta keep the couch, but I'm gonna get another one by the springtime. And turn it up. As long as it looks good, I'm good. Yeah, probably especially since my sister is at my house, she can help me get a lot of stuff done. So we'll just move out everything that we can until my friend come with the truck and get the furniture and everything. I don't know. I might can be like, let me use the truck. That's also a plan I can do. We'll see. Because my thing is at 8 o'clock, so I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Nevertheless, I want to do some things. I don't want to just go home and do nothing because I only got a few more days now for real. Shoot. What I got? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, pretty much. And I got to work at the salon too, so I definitely got to make the best and utilize every time, a little bit of time that I do have to make sure everything is good. And I need to find out from these people because my move out date is actually Sunday, so I'm like, I would like to get it all at least packed up and clean so that they can come and do the walkthrough because they got to run me my deposit back. I need that. I do. I need that. I definitely need that. Even it's only $500, but at $500, they can go on my new place. That's what I need. It's hot. I suddenly just got hot this car, man. It's the temperature. How y'all Tuesday going so far? Let me not be rude. I'm guessing everybody's good. I was looking at some lives last night before we had went to eat. Like, man, I ain't about that life. YouTube is an interesting place, I promise you. I be telling people that like ain't on YouTube. I be telling people like, man, you know what happened today? They like, what? Huh? So now people always come to me be like, what people doing on YouTube? Like it's a whole story. Like people that don't watch YouTube, like when I talk about it, they be asking like, what this person doing by name? It's so funny. But it's always funny when somebody try to go and watch something and they don't quite get it because they ain't been there from the beginning. So it's like, is that all people do? Is talk about people? I'm like, yeah, no, kinda. Like it doesn't make sense to you though because you don't know the backstory. An interesting place, nevertheless. Yeah, yeah. I literally just jumped on here just to talk while I drive. I was tired of listening to music. I've been on my gospel rap the last few days. Pretty dope music. I don't know. I like it. I like it. A lot of people don't like gospel rap. I don't see nothing wrong with gospel or any genre. They got every genre that there is. There's a gospel version of it. Some people like reggae, rock and roll, R&B. They got every genre. I can't listen to all of it because some of it is too. You can't tell the difference. Like say for instance, some of the R&B music. If I feel myself about to do a body roll, I can't listen to it. You know, you forget the dance moves. You been about to be like twerking or something. When I say gangster rap, I don't mean like I mean like the I guess the vibe of it, not necessarily the words of it. Well, it's gangster, but maybe what I think is gangster may not be gangster uh to everybody else. Yeah, gospel rap, Gary, not gangster rap. Gospel gangsters. Like I like this dude named Kyron the Light. I really like his music. Um, Bizzle is another one that I like. Uncle Reese is cool. I think that's his name, Uncle Reese. Yeah. Um, all the rappers I can think of. There's some that I've been hearing lately that got some really good music, but I don't know the names because I just got familiar with them. But yeah, pretty nice music. What you doing, Trump? I gotta get over. Why you driving so slow? Yeah, pretty dope. Some of that stuff I find on like especially the R&B, I find that on I see it on TikTok and then I'll go search and find it. Like you know that song by Jason Nelson, Forever's a Long Time. I cannot listen to that song because I'm like, there's no way you talking about the God. Forever is a long time. That's how much I love you. Uh-uh. I be thinking I'm talking to my boo or something. I be feeling inappropriate because I be getting that little rock back and forth like you do the tank or somebody. I be confused. But yeah, like the music that I had on like the last couple of times I came in here been some of that rap music. 'Cause I still like rap music. I listen to Cardi B. I listen to a lot of different people. Not a lot, but a lot of different people, but not a whole lot. I am not anti-secular. I guess that's what I'm saying. I'm not anti-secular. As long as it don't make me feel some kind of way internally, I'll listen. There's some people that I absolutely will not listen to on purpose. If I'm stuck somewhere and they're playing it, I don't have a choice. I can't control it, and Okay. But I wouldn't intentionally press play and listen to it. It's just like some movies. I can watch mostly anything, but if I get that little check that say turn it off, I turn it off. I'm trying to play it by my spirits. Shoot. That's why I had to watch even YouTube. You know, you can stay a place too long and be infected. I don't want that. I don't want that. It seemed like time crawling, like 11:30. Once I get to Columbia, I will feel like I'm getting somewhere. So I guess going to excuse me, going to Atlanta um from Augusta to Atlanta is like, oh my goodness. And then coming from Augusta to Columbia is like the oh my goodness. Once you get on the other side of Columbia, then you like, okay. But I actually got to this exit quickly. So I don't know. It just feels long. Maybe it's the scenery. Maybe it's the scenery. Maybe it's the scenery. Yeah, but that's my life right now. Full of driving. Driving. And I know that I done gained so much peace and clarity because a lot of stuff that I might have been, thinking about, it's not there. And I'm just like really just realizing that, like, man, I'm in a good space. Like, none of the woes of before are there. Frustration is on low, low. And I know for a minute there, yeah, if you was on here, you remember my frustration was running high often. So that feels really good, not to be in a frustrated state. Frustration gets on my nerves because I be feeling like I don't trust God when I'm frustrated. So I have to constantly say, you're a human being. You're allowed to be frustrated sometimes. You will be frustrated sometimes. That's my sole purpose for not liking to be frustrated because I feel like I'm supposed to trust and believe. So when I start feeling that way, it's like, don't you trust and believe? I ask myself that, and I'm sure God don't ask me that, but I be asking myself that. I'm like, man, am I getting used to driving? It's not that I'm not used to driving. I just don't like driving long distance. I drive every day, Gary, to go get people food, man. I just don't like. I don't like driving. Like Atlanta is like pushing it. Put it this way: driving to Virginia is pushing it because it's 6 hours for me to drive there. I'm not driving no further than that. Anywhere else I got to go that's more than 6 hours, I will be on the airplane. That's what they're for. But now I gotta get my courage back up because you see that pilot yesterday try to shut the plane down while they was in the air. Boy, all I want to see is somebody that recorded that man getting his tail beat because I know they had to beat the brakes off of him. Ain't no way. Because if I was there, I'd have been fighting. Shh, he ain't about to take me down, bro. Can you imagine the people that's supposed to be carrying you somewhere safe across the friendly skies is trying to shut the plane off in the midair? And people don't think demons are real. How many times has that man been in that cockpit and everything been just fine? What happened yesterday that made him decide I'm about to take us all out, pretty much. Mm-mm. People don't know spiritual wickedness when they slap them right in the face. That's a evil entity that took over that man's body. Because you're not gonna tell me that's not normal. You know what I'm saying? You don't. We don't hear about pilots doing things like that. Off-duty pilot. He was in the what they called it, the jump seat. That means they trusted him. There was no reason to think he would do anything like that. So what happened yesterday? I'm pretty sure there's a story they're gonna say, oh, he's estranged from his wife and his children, and they're gonna have to make up something because they don't know. Why you ain't flying nowhere? You don't like flying? You scared? You scared of flying, Gary? I mean, it's like I don't love flying, but I got to get there. Like I'm a person that if I'm going somewhere Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I don't want to I don't want to drive if I'm not gonna get there until like 8 o'clock Friday night, because that's half my day gone. I'd rather get there 10 o'clock in the morning or something, and then have that full whole day. If I do it like that, then I'm gonna have to stay an extra day. That'll be my traveling day, because I need all them days. But that was strange that even happened. And then, like that, remember that? Did you see that one lady that was freaking out talking about that man is not real and all that stuff? And then they made that lady come out and apologize, talking about mental health is real. Girl, you saw what you saw. And them people made you dumb down and not stick to what you said. Then they had the man to come to say he was the one and she was mad about a charger. Nah, dog, it wasn't you. You're an actor. That's what I believe. I believe that lady saw something because you could tell she was genuinely freaked the hell out. She was scared. For God has not given us the spirits of fear. I'm just kidding. I mean, I always had that moment where I'd be like now, like I said, now I got to get my balls back up to fly. But I think that's a natural thing because it's like the one, I don't know, because you got to think about stuff like that too. When people do stuff now in the type of world we're in, you have to think about copycats. I don't need no copycat pilot on no plane I'm on that's trying to now succeed doing what that man didn't do. Somehow it becomes some kind of sick competition. And then the rest of the little demons raise up and be like, oh, he didn't get it. I bet I can do it. Boy, I know that man had to be beat the heck down. He had to be. There was a man on the news and he was like, he flies a lot and he's only been scared twice. One other time, and this time was the second. And he was like, they didn't tell him like what happened. They just said it was a medical something. I only been scared twice on an airplane. When one time, because I don't like flying into New York, but I didn't want to fly into New York even before like 9/11, because when you watch the History Channel and stuff like that, and they be talking about like plane crashes and things, most of these flights, like majority of them, would come out of like LaGuardia or JFK. So back then, I decided, and I ain't flying to New York or from New York. So then, of course it is. Of course it is. Fear and faith go hand in hand. um, then we was flying. I decided to go to New York. I'm like, okay, it's a nonstop. I can get there in 40 minutes or so. And that was right after the man landed on the Hudson. And that was like my prayer targets. If something happens, Lord, let this man lay this plane down like it's a boat. But when we were coming into New York, we literally flying over water. But it was like we was coming in hot, okay? Like I'm thinking like we ain't gonna ever slow down. And it was like we were just going down so fast. And I'm looking at this water and I'm watching people around me because mind you, I ain't started flying until like 2000 maybe. And I always still today watch other people's reaction when things are happening. So I be feeling like somebody who's a seasoned person that fly all the time, they're used to the bumps and the dips and stuff. So if they don't have a crazy response, then bad. But it was like this lady across from me, man, her face, I was like, oh, I can't believe this. Man, I was so scared. I was shaking for like 2 hours when I got off that plane because we was going down so fast. All I was saying was never again will I fly to New York. I probably won't go to New York no more because, well, I'll be living a little bit closer. That's a possibility I could drive there, but I don't really, there's nothing I really want to do there, really. Excuse me. It's in there. Of course it is. It wouldn't be no need to say we don't, that he doesn't give us a spirit of fear. No need to acknowledge it if it wasn't there. Of course it's there. Of course it's there. I just like to say scared versus fear because I feel like through being scared, I still move. Once I get in fear, it stops you. I'll never forget that. Fear paralyzes. You can still move when you're scared. That's just that's just a perspective for me to put it in. And I believe it. I do think there's a difference in being a little scared, a little nervous. Thank you. Versus being, I get in fear and then I just stop doing what I'm doing because I'm scared. And I'm not only am I scared, but I'm fearful of what's getting ready to happen after I'm not sure. So I just stop altogether. I think that's what fear does. It stops you from pushing past the unknown. It blocks your faith in a sense. All this time you've been believing, you get right there, all of a sudden you got fear and you just stop. All that time headed up to that point, you was trusting and believing, and oh, I know I'm almost there. I can feel it. Then that fear kick in. You be like, oh, heck no. I don't know what's gonna happen. I can't see nothing. I can't. It's too much. Good morning, realist. It's too much. Yeah. Um, we just talking. I'm driving back home. Yep, that's about it. Nothing major over here. Nothing major. Like I know Gary be my ride or die. I know he gonna pop up sooner or later if he can. He always do. Cause he sure helped me on that ride to Atlanta. Boy, I decided to go live right after I was sleepy and had to pull over. Cause all I kept thinking was I gotta get to church. Cause for a minute there I thought I was just gonna have to give up and not go because I was really sleepy. Got back in that car, had my little double shot. It was on there. Seemed like I ain't go to sleep. When I went to sleep that night, I don't even remember when I went to sleep. I just woke up. Like I had to go to sleep early because it wasn't even 2 a.m. when I woke up. I was out. Cocktails for breakfast. Cocktails for brunch. Nightcap. I'm acting like I was just taking shot after shot. Whoa. I know, but have some cocktails tonight. Can't do Can't do Taco Tuesdays without tequila. That don't even make sense. Gotta do some tequila shots and Taco Tuesday. Margaritas and a couple of tequila shots. Not too much though, because I still got a lot to do and I don't need to be hanging over nothing. I gotta get up in the morning, go to the salon, love on some hair, say my farewells. I'm still waiting on that day where it'll probably be tonight, like when I'm in tears or something. I had her ask my sister to do my makeup. So I mean, I gotta take all the pictures in the beginning. Hopefully, we can do a little thing where I can, I don't know. I have to see. I have to. I was gonna say a couple words or whatever, but being that it's an emotional moment, I really have to tap into my inner usher, so I won't cry while I'm trying to talk. I'm telling you, man, that thing for usher, being an usher will teach you how to hold back your tears. At least it taught me how to hold back my tears because, hey, I thought I was crying my eyelashes off Sunday. If I was ushering, I would have been able to control it. Because I don't know why that is, but yeah, I could control it. But I noticed that when I'm okay, like there's different aspects to being an usher. You have your greeters, people that say, "Hey, how you doing?" at the door and all that stuff, hugging people. I like doing that. Um, then there's the aspect where you're like actually seating people and helping them get to their seats and stuff, giving them tissue and putting the sheet on top of them. That's cool. But I don't really like the seating part, but it's okay. What I really like, because then you go into the altar aspect of it, where they did an altar call and everybody falling on the floor. Now you have to be up there with the tissue, helping people get up stuff. Now that's my joint right there. I've been known I would jump over a chair, man. I don't know what it is. It's just something about. I don't know if it's because I have a heart for deliverance. I can't really say. All I know is I I know what I know. So I would be the one at the front, ready to hug you. Man, I'll be all on the ground, everything, the people praying and stuff. Like that's that's my heart. I want people to be set free. So if I can be there for somebody, that's a cool thing. But I guess because it's busy sometimes, depending on how it's going, you don't be thinking about nothing else except for helping the people that are, coming through whatever they're coming through. You ain't thinking about nothing else. And then there's a time when you look up and you the one that's on the floor. Because I remember when I first started, I was asking them like, "Hey, I like anybody ever passed out or fell out while they was being ushered?" The girl said, "Oh, all the time." And I get up and be like, "You want some tissue?" I'm like, "Oh Lord." So hasn't happened to me. Heck yeah. It's like okay, the scenario was this, Gary. It was a highly, it was a moment. And like people be really going through stuff. That's why I say that a lot of times churches and we have probably some bad spaces, but not all churches are like that. There are people who actually are up there praying with these people, trying to help them, get to a better space. So you get used to sounds, and there's some sounds that are urgent. There's some sounds that seem to be a release. So it's like my ear is really keen to those type of sounds. I can hear a cry from across the room and be like, "Ooh, that's grief." I don't know. It's just something that I realized that I can do. Um, so it was a lady that goes to the church one day, and I was already in the front, and it was a girl standing there, and none of the because they tell us like we're not deliverance ministers, so we can't do anything as far as like deliverance would go. We can hug you, we can pray with you. But there was a girl next to me, so me and her, and I'm just standing there with her, and I seen her just go down. So I was hugging her and I was just praying for her stuff. And the next thing you know, we on the floor. So then the other lady came from delivery. She's like, "Okay, go get so and so." As soon as I stood up, so and so just let out this cry. But so and so was like 2 rows over. So yeah, I jumped the chairs. I had to get to my sister. She needed me. As I said, I have a real true heart for people. If I can help ease any kind of pain that somebody had, I would try. Although I know I can't always, I genuinely try to help someone who's having a hard time. I don't always get that help for myself, but because of that, I know how it is, you know. I'm not mad if I can't get some kind of, um, no, just like that person that's there when you're going through something. I can't, and I don't get really mad about that because for the simple fact that everybody isn't equipped to handle those things. So in those moments, I just imagine if it was me at home by myself and I was crying like that, what would I want for someone to do for me? So I go to aid them, and it may be just to put my hand on her back until she's done crying. It might be to embrace her. I always yield to the spirit though, because I ain't running up just touching anybody either. And I don't believe anything's going to get on me, but I just don't think that every situation is for me to handle. So I know better. And after that type of stuff, you're so drained, you know. That particular day, I wasn't even working. I was just there for church. I was actually at the altar for myself, and I automatically kick it. I'll be at home trying to be an usher through the TV, so I automatically just kicked into action. That's when I was still sick. I ain't had no energy for, ooh, I think about such the life out of me. What time is it? We got 8 minutes to be at an hour. Yeah. Looking forward to this evening. I don't want to cry ugly. I just want to be able to just kind of pat my face and wipe the tears that's uncontrollably streaming down. But I do hope it's an atmosphere where we can, have a moment to just share, yeah, I want to hear what y'all felt and how y'all feel about me leaving. I want to hear, how I may have touched your life in some kind of way. I want to be able to tell you guys that. That's what I'm saying. Well, them that night, the people that are there. Mm, it's going to be good, though. That's what I do now. That's what I do now. I am most excited about this class I'm going to Monday because I just feel like I'm going to meet some really cool people. If I can enter the state meeting new people, it's very important for me to make my own round of friends. I don't want to just become friends with my friends' friends. I want to literally start to carve my own life out. It'd be good to have her friends and my own, and then introduce her to some of my friends. I want to go in there, finding the places that I like to hang out at. I know she has all the places she like to hang out, and I want to go. But I also want to find my way around and feel my own way around and say, "Oh, I found this restaurant." Maybe that's what this weekend was about. Sort of like a little tutorial. Like you can get on here and look for something and just go, even if you by yourself, just go. So that'll be my thing. Maybe once a week, I'll try to find a new spot to visit, like far as a restaurant or something. Because I'm gonna have to make sure yeah, I gotta get some coins rolling in first, so I ain't gonna be able to go out a whole lot. But I'm looking forward to the journey. If I wasn't sure before, which I was, but if I wasn't sure before, I'm super sure now. I have all the confirmation I could possibly need. No check marks whatsoever that say Thank God. Yeah, I'm gonna do everything I said I was gonna. They want to know who is that that just entered the room. It's Jamaica. She's a stylist here from South Carolina by way of Ohio. She's dope. She's a short hair specialist. She's a winning personality as well. Yeah. So I guess if I was to say anything before I shut it down, it would be to bet on yourself. You know, all too often we look for people to give us a pat on the back or nudge us in a certain way or give us that validation. Validate yourself. Bet on yourself. If you think you can do something, don't worry about what others think you can or can't do. Bet on yourself. You know, how many times did we not bet on ourselves and we listen to the outside chatter and miss something? So that's why I say bet on yourself. Don't miss a portion of your path because you were waiting on someone else to say, go ahead or good job. Do it because you know who you are. Do it because you believe in who you are and what you're doing. Do it because you are great. And the only person that can show that you're great is you. So bet on yourself. If you got fear, take it on by the horns. Let fear know it has no place in your life and you ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. Above all, operate in wisdom. Even in betting on yourself, do it from a place of wisdom. Because without wisdom, there is no direction, no understanding, no clarity. And it's like shooting a miss, you know. You're just shooting, hoping something sticks. So always move with wisdom first. I think wisdom lays the groundwork for everything that you move forward in because it gives you your map, your direction, your warnings. It gives you everything. Wisdom gives you everything. For the simple fact you gain knowledge there. For the simple fact you gain clarity there. In wisdom, you have sharper discernment so that you're able to say, wait a minute, this don't feel right, this don't sound right. Because when you're operating in wisdom, you're looking for all those things. And not in a way of expecting it, but having your eyes open so that you're not caught up in, missing something and being in a position that you weren't supposed to be in had you just been a little more focused or paying attention to those little things that wisdom, knowledge, understanding gives us. It's like time out for ignoring that little nudge that you get, Y'all call it intuition or whatever the case may be, whatever you call it, listen to it. If you think it's yourself, then listen to self by all means. By all means. I think it's the Holy Spirit for me, so I listen to Holy Spirit. Whatever it is, it's God. I can tell you that much. So listen to it. And live life to enjoy it. Have fun. Don't if you can't enjoy what you're doing, you might not want to be doing it. Or you might want to change something about it that you do. I heard a man, the guy, Dwight, that used to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the hairstylist. He was at a hair show that I was attending, and he was doing a Q&A segment, and a young lady asked him, does he ever get burnt out, and what does he do about it? And his answer is something that stuck with me. He said, no, I don't get burnt out. How do you get burnt out on doing something you love? He said, You just have to wake up every day and do the same thing different. And I know the burnout space, I understood 100% where she was coming from, but it changed my whole perspective on that. In any business, there's always ups and downs. I can only speak from the hair industry because that's my industry. But a lot of times when, like for myself, it's more than me just combing a lady's hair. I thoroughly enjoy the transformation aspect of styling hair from the inside out. I realize that when a woman looks good, she feels good. It helps her with her confidence, her esteem. A person can come into the salon feeling like the whole world is on top of them, and then just do a short conversation, a couple of laughs, a good shampoo, and then a fly's haircut, her life is seemingly changed. Why? Because in that moment, she's relaxed. She's probably forgotten what was on her mind, or somewhere along the line, she realized it wasn't that important. So when you are there to serve, because I do provide a service, I'm there to serve, and that includes, having a listening ear. I recently heard a stylist say she charges people an extra $150 if they talk about their personal stuff and want advice. I'm like, well, who are you? Like, why did you become a hairstylist if you don't want to talk to your people? It's like I kind of understood what she was saying, but why would I charge somebody an extra hundred something dollars because they want some advice? How about give advice where you know that you can give advice, and when you can't, you be woman enough to say, I really don't have the language for that for you, but I'm praying that God shows you what you need. That's an easy way to help somebody without overextending yourself and then having to take on all this extra. It's a beat down when you're pouring into people. And if your vessel is not at a limit where you have anything to pour, then you should not pour. That's why I always say when I get to the end of what I come to say on here, I shut up. I can't over pour. I can't over speak. Now when I'm just freestyle like this, I still shut up when I don't have nothing else to say. What I'm gonna do? Just sit here and say nothing? But being in an industry like this, when things change and you're not doing what you love as much, or even in a sense where you're doing way too much, you do start to get that feeling like I'm just tired. I don't want to do this. I think I'm gonna find something else to do. I see a lot of stylists go and get a regular job because they got air quotations burnt out in the industry. When that man said wake up every day and do the same thing different, that changed my whole perspective. I might not be as busy right now, but when I wake up every day, I can okay, while it's not that busy, that's time to strategize. That's time to market and promote hard. So instead of just sitting there saying I'm burnt out, how about I do something that counter blocks those times when it does go down? You know, call your clients, see how they're doing, put up a little advertisement. I mean, even if it's just $5 off, or you want to add a glass of wine to the service. Like there's all types of things that we can do to keep ourselves motivated in what we do. You know, we just have to find out what it is that is supposed to be happening in that downtime instead of looking at it as, oh, it ain't busy and it ain't this, it ain't that. Maybe that's the time that you're supposed to take out to rethink things, see what's working well, what's not, get rid of the things that are not working, add to what is working, maybe some new things. Those are the times that you have to better your brand, to expand on what it is that you offer. So that would be the second thing I would say. Instead of getting to a place of being burnt out or saying that you're burnt out, always be prepared to refresh, rebrand, so that you are restored when the upswing comes, because it comes. I literally heard my mentor on IG Live last night. I caught the replay and I got to finish watching it. But she said something. She said, she was talking about how stylists are now saying they don't take phone calls, texts, or whatever. You got to book online. So basically, if you got a question, you ain't supposed to call or text this person. And I'm like, that's weird. How do you, But they were just saying, like, when a new client books you, you should call them shortly after and make sure that they book the right service. It's all in customer service and professionalism. And I do those things. But she was like, y'all sitting up here talking about no phone calls and all this stuff, but we basically about to be in a recession. Y'all seen this economy? You're supposed to be answering every phone call. You're supposed to be trying to do everything you can to keep your business in a good space through the recession. And she talked about how she's been in the business so many years and she's hit about 8 recessions, but she's always been recession proof. And it didn't come by way of slacking up on your business or putting less professional touches to it. It came by way of staying focused, consistent, and caring about the people that you're providing the service for. And she said, she said there is always a recession, and after every recession, there's an upswing. And that right there is what hit me. I said, you know what? This is like being at the starting line of the race, and you know how they be in their position to get ready to go, and for the, on your marks, get set. We somewhere, we on our mark right now. Soon we gonna be headed to the get set. Then it's gonna be like, get ready. How you deal with the recession in your business while it's not doing the best. How you deal with those moments is how you're gonna go. When you go, everything that you've done in those moments behind that time you started going, it's gonna be the reflection that people see when you start running. They're gonna remember you reached out to them when they were missing a few weeks. They're gonna remember that you offered a certain service for a discounted price because you knew that it was a little rough time for people, for everybody, not just us, They're gonna remember you called just to say, hey, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. They're gonna remember all that stuff. So when it's go time, you want to be in the right position. When it's go time, you want them people to be the ones to say, hey, my girl will take care of you, honey. When I was out for a little while, she called me and checked on me. She made sure I was good, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. But that's how we should be treating our business right now. Not that, oh, man, it's a slum, the economy. And the economy, I told you, I'm part of the kingdom economy, not the world's economy. So I can't even think about it. But there are precautions that we take to protect us during these times, especially our people. Man, we've been having recessions a long time, all our life, before the government even, okay. We know how to move in recession. Y'all sit here and talk about the bologna and the mayonnaise sandwiches and the sugar sandwiches and all that stuff. But then when it's a recession, be like, oh my God, it's a recession. Dude, you ate sugar sandwiches. What the heck are you talking about? You had that syrup bread and ramen noodles. We built for this stuff, man. So we can't lay down and take it just because they start saying it on the news. We got to remember the fight that we've always had in us to work through these things. We're crafty, we're handy. I always tell people when I first started doing hair, and you work with hair tracks and you got to split the tracks. You take a razor blade and you get it in between the tracks along a thread and split the track. I remember being at home doing hair and I didn't have a blade. And I got what you call nigga handy, right? I got a steak knife. I got the point of that steak knife in that same place that blade would have went. I slid that knife down that blade, and what I noticed was that steak knife worked way better than the blade, because with the blade you have to be very careful not to cut through the track. That knife stayed all on that thread the whole way down. But just think, what would I have done if I didn't think of that? Well, I would probably try to layer tracks a little bit further apart so it wouldn't be all thick and bulky. No, sometimes we have to adapt to what's before us. and still hit it, no matter what. And I know a lot of us are nickel handy, straight nickel handy. Very quick, but I'm for real. Stay focused, bet on yourself, wake up every day and do what you do new a different way. Do the same thing a different way every day so that you're always in love with it. That's probably how we should treat our relationships. Wake up every day and love our significant other a different way than we loved them yesterday, which means we love them more today than we did yesterday. That would be my idea. Everything we have in need of is already on the inside of us. Now it's time to start pulling it out. I ask all the time, what's in your hand? That means what around you can create generational wealth for you. What can you turn into an LLC that's just been sitting there right at your hands, but you're not even thinking about it being a business? Everyone isn't an entrepreneur. I get it. But even in our regular jobs, what is it I can do that would probably yield me a raise or something or promotion? Do everything with great integrity and well, with the expectation of being elevated by God, not by man. So when it is a recession, guess what? He'll still elevate you. When times are hard, he'll still elevate you. When you think you got nothing, he'll still elevate you. You know, knowing is half the battle. If you know that, then it's just like I said. I guess for in some parts it's easier said than done, but at least allow me to remind you as I remind myself. I'm betting on me. I ain't letting nothing stop me. It's been too many times that something has stopped me. I can't just say, well, I should have been here because I think that my path is my path and everything goes the way it should have gone. Are there some things that I did that I had to learn a little lesson from that might have um, deterred my course a little bit? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, my journey was always my journey. I'm the one that got to get to the finish line. So how do I get there? By faith and betting on myself. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bet on myself. And I encourage you to bet on yourself as well. And that will be my time for this big talk. I appreciate everybody that pulled up for a second to holler at your girl while she was driving home after my weekend of turning up. Man, I'm talking like I think it's very funny how I used to turn up. Like back in the day, we used to go to Daytona and Miami, like all those things. And now there was a time where I was traveling the same way, but I was going to the conferences for church. And I used to get so tickled about it. So now it's like what I thought is turning up was just me visiting like 3 restaurants and chilling in a hotel. I was turned up. G.I. Joe? What's the reference? I didn't watch G.I. Joe. I probably seen one episode of G.I. Joe. What was the reference? Bet on yourself? See, you'll be teaching me stuff. Oh, yeah. See, before I know it, I'm almost there. I'm like 40, probably not even 45 minutes away, probably about 35 minutes away from home. About 30. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. She gonna tell me, Gary, what's the G.I. Joe reference? G.I. Joe. I want to come on here one day and talk about cartoons that we used to watch. See, I'm old. I was watching the Jackson 5 cartoon, man. I want to talk about cartoons. I want to talk about cereal in one of our normal talks because I love some good cereal. Hey, Selena. Are you on lunch break? Or just call me when you got some time once I get off here or whatever. We was just on the ride home from the ATL, and I just been rambling right along talking and waiting on Gary to know, knowing it's half the battle. G.I. Joe! I do know the song. Yes, you did have a good live for the part I was able to stay for. I had to get moving. I got to do a little seeing on both of my people's pages and moderate a little later, and then I was gone. I was in the streets. Like I'm acting like I just was turning up for real, but I did go out to eat. So I didn't get I got to see over half though. I think it was very, very good conversation. I really liked Dr. Donna. She seems real cool. Boy, please, I don't like no mice. Hey, you remember on the movie when he killed Ben and Michael was crying? He killed Ben. Now I gotta go find that movie. That is funny. That was too funny. Ben, the two of us ain't no more. Woo! But honey, my day been driving. I've been driving since like 7:40, I think. Other than that, it's good. I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. I'm betting on myself. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're betting on ourselves. Nobody else thinking to see it. Bet on you. You got this. Isn't that so wonderful? Oh, yeah. Call me. 'Cause I want to know what happened. We can have a hallelujah corner. Either way it goes, it's going to be a hallelujah corner. I did good. I just stayed on here. I probably am getting like a preacher because I keep on closing. I done had my whole motivational moment to the end and then took off another 15 minutes. I, yeah. You still younger than me because, like I said, I ain't watched G.I. Joe. I was around for G.I. Joe, but I think I was over it by the end. I was a Fat Albert, the Littles. We are the Littles. Fraggle Rock, but I was older. I watched that with my little cousins. Gullah Gullah Island. The little girl used to play on that. Came to our shop one time. She's not a little girl anymore, but how do you share? You asked that question before. I'm not understanding. What do you mean? How do you share content onto YouTube, or how do you share someone else's content? I need to understand. Is you on Instagram, Gary? If you're on Instagram, please find me. You know, Prophet Gary Brown and Evangelist Meet Me. We hear you. We hear you, Prophetess. Selena. Prophetess, is that her booty? Hey, yeah. God did it. God did it. God did it. From birth. Now people like, oh God, it's from birth. I said, Prophet Gary. Yeah, that's hilarious. What if I be out in the streets and be like, "Hi, I'm Evangelist Mink Mink. Your name is?" I could never. I don't understand it. See, that'll take me into a whole nother extra rabbit hole. Be like, I noticed that a lot in Charleston. People lead with their alleged titles, and it's just so corny to me. Like, oh yes, I'm prophetess such and such. I'm like, what is your name? Tammy? Okay, Tammy. What's up, Tammy? You really think I'm about to call you prophetess Tammy? For real, Tammy? Maybe if we in church, you might get it. You not sit in my chair and I'll be talking about some come on prophetess. That's not your name. That's your calling, not your name. I'm Evangelist Shabuji. Shabuji Tucker. Ain't evangelizing nothing. How do I share your content? Oh, on the share, it should tell you, well, you don't have a community wall yet. That's the downfall, I do believe. So I think you can't share it. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think you can share it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I might not be 100% right, but I think I'm about 50% right. That's why you got to start your channel so you can get your subs up so you can get your community wall, man. At least you can be able to post on your community wall. Gotta get it. Gotta get it. Gotta get it. Road rage and hit run. I ain't never said nothing about running. I said I'm gonna hit you first. Then we gonna knuckle up. Now if you're about 400 pounds, I might run, but I'm gonna still hit you. You didn't answer. Are you on Instagram, Gary? Well, I'm styled by her meekness. And more people follow me over there. I'm like, is this such and such? I'm like, okay, because it's weirdos. Yeah, I know he can share it. It'll give him the link though, but I don't think it's like, you know how we do it and it'll say create a post. Only thing I can say is try it. Hit the share and see if it says it. But I think that until you get that community wall, it doesn't give you the option to make a post. But you gotta have like 50 people, 50 subs, or 50 or 100 subs before you get a community wall. We're gonna have a sub up party. I don't have as many people over here as I'm about to say, as Selena. But we can do it over here too. Just start posting like how she do it. Posting. You know, we've done it, but like intentionally just take like 10 minutes to just promote the share. I ain't bullying you. If we doing it, you doing it. You done came part of the crew now. Hey, who they think they is? The church? Oprah and them? She thinks she is Oprah Winfrey. Oh, okay. No, Oprah Winfrey. And that's the type of ignorant stuff people will say. Selena over there interviewing everybody. She thinks she Oprah and them. Yeah, you gotta get that community wall. But you'll have it even if you get the subs and you ain't going live. You just gotta get the numbers. How many subs you got now? Then we'll know what number we working towards. But you better use your cousin, utilize your cousin. Like, cuz, I'm about to start my page. Resource. Nothing can stop me. Uncle L, Uncle L, Uncle L, Uncle L. Boy, I am really almost home. I think I'm about to be at the Bobo plant. When you get to the Bobo plant, Well, I don't know nothing. I'm a resource for you. You're my friend. I'll promote you. I mean, as much of a friend as you can be as a stranger, you're my friend. You're my YouTube friend. I don't think I connect to people that I won't be friends with. Honestly. I don't. I don't. I think every connection is for a reason. And you know your people is when you know. We know that can change in any given moment, but I don't sense that in the moment. You been good, Unc? Don't just read the comments back. Even Uncle L, I appreciate him because he pull up most of the time. Even if he hear hit and run or in the bushes or something, he always stop through and say what's up. It's always appreciated. Too. It's a reason. You've been behaving. What? Somebody got to behave in this world out here. Man, they be turned. I'm starting to get confused now. Like, what's going on now? 6 subs so far. Oh no, we got to get you up. So we'll be working on it. Definitely, we'll be working on it. I can't put your thing in the chat right now because I'm driving and I'm on StreamYard. But you can do it at any time. Anytime you feel like it. Hey, y'all, sub up to me. Jerry, coming soon. We're going to be talking about change, baby. And I don't mean quarters. Change. It's funny. Well, I mean, it's only 2 people here right now. Is Selena subbed up to you? L subbed up. We got to get Gary. Is it 50, Selena? That he got to get before he gets he can go live or get a community wall. I don't even remember because I didn't never have to come through that process. This stuff totally different. Wait. I ain't never scared. Never scared. I'm still thinking about that salmon last night. That was so good. Mm-hmm. I can tell the dang on air quality difference. Like my sinuses just instantly started acting up just now. The difference between Georgia and South Carolina is crazy. I think it's better where I'm going, so hopefully I can. Yeah. Hey, girl, don't be asking people if they behave. They get you cussed out. What? Yeah, she joking. Don't cut her, Unc. I thought everybody knew that joke. You behaving? Woo! Uncle Sweetheart. I think anybody that's a sweetheart on here, I don't believe it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. Yeah, I think it's some sweethearts around here, but jeez, you be having to like put on your extra bifocals to see them and find a whole bunch of undercover pretend sweethearts. Be sour as hell. Sour tart, not a sweetheart. I wonder what anybody ever wonder what like some people think when they like okay, say they log off of YouTube and you know, all said and done, you know, spent a few hours on here fussing, cussing at strangers, and like I'll be wondering like what are your thoughts when you turn it off? Do people really turn it off and then it was just on YouTube and that's it? Or I wonder if they be like at home thinking about what they gonna say the next time they hit a link or a live or really like trying to figure well obviously we know that they be doxing people. So man, yeah, very mean. But you know what I'm learning that like a girl said last night, when you got like people that are hurt, they genuinely do set out to hurt you, especially if they feel they've been wronged in some kind of way. So if they've been wronged, then they feel like it's okay to wrong everybody else. Being mean spirited is a sign of weakness, for real, for real. It doesn't make you strong. It doesn't make you scary. It just makes you freaking mean spirited. Makes you of the devil. Like, ain't no other way to put it. And you're not mean spirited just when you're on this app. You're mean spirited everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. It don't cut off. It's not entertainment. You're mean. Probably need a throat punch, but that's here or there. And I think that's why I always say like you can't ingest a lot of things because you'll start to be like the same person in a sense. I feel like I saw that happen. I saw people spirit get meaner and meaner, darker and darker based on what they were doing or who they were going at. We watched one person turn literally into the person they was going at times 10. Although it was probably always there, it's like you opened the door for all the friends, cousins, and aunts and uncles to come in and just fester. And one day it just blew up and it was like, who is that? Whoa. I think a lot of people probably be tired as hell when they get off here. Because I know I'll be tired listening sometimes like, whoo, that was a lot. And then I'm one out. Like I said, I don't watch everybody. So I'll be seeing like, you know how people put like, let's say they put, yeah, because at SSS, you know, Selena, you know, them little abbreviation stuff. I'll be trying to figure out my heart is without saying, who is they talking about? Who is who is SSS? I don't be knowing them. Like, I don't be knowing who the heck people talking about sometimes. So when I don't know, I just don't even worry about it. I don't inquire. I don't be knowing a lot of this stuff. I be seeing people say like little hashtags and stuff. I don't be knowing the slang. Shoot, it took me a minute to learn, but LM, LMFAO or whatever. AO, you know what I'm trying to say. It took me a minute to figure out little stupid stuff like that. Who is SS? Who said SSS? Nobody. I was just using that as an example of, you know, I didn't want to say any specific, you know, anybody else's name. I just used the name that was in here. You know how they abbreviate people's names. It took me a minute to like really figure out. That first of all, they were talking about somebody, and then it's like most of the time I don't know who those people are by them initials. Yeah, but I got smart on them. When I see something I don't know what it means, I'll be like, "What is that?" Yeah, I sure do. Or I Google and be like, "What's this?" And they'll be like, "In text, it's this." I learned a lot of stuff by Googling to find out what it is. 'Cause I don't be knowing. Like when they type in "good to see you," Child, I was breaking my brain trying to figure out what that meant. Busting my brain. What is it? GTSY, whatever it is. Child, I don't use them things. I'm a LOL type of girl, yeah, but I don't know this stuff. I don't even know that terminology. Girl. Hey, just start asking them like, how it taste, knuckle? Make sure you chew on it heavy. Don't choke when I'm going down. Since I gotta be all in your mouth, make sure you chew it up well. Don't choke. Yeah, all of them, Gary. I did not know when they first started putting them in there. Or they be like LLS. I'm like, what is that? They be getting some new ones. I'd be like, wait a minute. Oh my goodness. Like TBH. I still don't know what the heck that means. Everything you can taste it. Put it in your mouth. Selena. Ooh, what's that mouth do? I just start asking them, what that mouth do? It talk too much. Can y'all still hear me? That thing just dropped. My screen dropped. I thought it kicked me out, but I don't think it did. Let me know if you can hear me. Yeah, to be honest. Okay. I'll be like, truth be what? I'm late. I'm tardy for the party when it comes to those little terms. I tell you, I could probably call my kids and ask them, but I don't even think I never see my kids even using. Not I use like I said, I use some stuff, but a lot of stuff I really be trying to figure out. But I don't really see my kids using stuff like that. My kids like old school or something. I know one day my son put on Lenny Williams, and talking about, yeah, mama, what you know about this? I'm looking at him like, what are you talking about? Get out my car. Yeah, I know that one well. IJS, TTYL, LOL, LMAO. That yeah, that's my speed right there. That's my speed. I probably have never used that one. 'Cause it's, I don't know. Halftime people saying TBH, they are lying. Are lying. You're telling a story right now. To be honest, you don't know nothing about honesty. Stop it. Oh, where I'm at. I'm trying to make myself say loud and clear. Like I can't tell because of the volume on the radio and all that stuff. I mean, all that. Yeah, I gotta find a hairstylist because I can't do my own hair the way I want to do it. Last time I paid for my hair to be done, I don't know. So I probably need to start looking it up and seeing if I can find somebody. It don't mean Tubi. I wonder what Tubi stands for. I love Tubi. Don't talk about Tubi on here because me and Tubi is friends. I'll be watching them low budget. They get a little bit better though. But I be watching them little low budget stories. They have every part of the story though. They have every part of the story. When the plot thickens. The climax is everything. Then you have that ending. What the hell? I'll be like, WTF. TF. That's funny. All right, we back down now. I can probably get off of here for real this time, huh? Second benediction. What? Tubi got classics. Man, Tubi is all right with me. It's all right with me. It's this guy that's from my hometown that got some movies on Tubi. He did really good with those movies. I can't think of the names of them right off, but they were really good. I know that guy that played Biggie is in one of his movies. I wonder that means that he ain't on the mainstream. That means he probably good with his soul, huh? Because he sure don't be doing no big screen movies. Then again, I used to love all those like the African movies on Netflix. Them be some good movies too. Cause they always had a good storyline, man. I probably watch every African movie on Netflix. And it's free too. Sure, please. Hey, get your Tubi. I'm paying for Peacock right now. I never watch it. I need to fix that. Because I did go through and unsubscribe for most of them apps because that's just money. I don't even hardly watch TV. But I got back on there to watch something and I don't think I watched it yet. Whatever it is. I can't even remember. Yes, Nollywood is the business. But I really want to go to Lagos. But then I looked up like the crime there. They talking about stabbings and kidnapping is big there. So I'm like, well. So then I was looking at the capital, Abuja. Abuja, I think it is. It looked just like Dubai in a sense. Abuja, I think that's the name of it. And they was like, when you go to the club, you have to be with a man, like something like that. It's like I would have to really study about the area I'm going to, because you don't want to get over there and get caught up. Like people are so quick to run, talking about, oh, I want to go to Africa, I want to go to Africa, but you better learn their ways before you go over there, because you be tied up in a tree somewhere. One false move. I don't think I would go to Africa without a man. I'm not saying that's a sure shot way of nothing happening, but I think you are safer with a man than not. Man, hey, you ever had one of them Nollywood actors inbox you on IG or claim to be Nollywood actor? Child, I'll be like, get out. I just block them instant. Talking about a Nollywood actor. Why you following me? Why you inboxing me? I don't want Nollywood or Hollywood. Wood, but not Holly or Nolly. Stupid. Smoke out backwoods. You got a problem. It's too funny. Nothing but smooth sailing. Anything that you want. I need to listen to some old Eyes Brothers and stuff today. Gerald Levert. Gerald Levert is one of my all-time favorite. You got blocked. You got blocked, or you got to block some people. Somebody blocked Selena. What'd you do? Can't imagine the one blocking you. So sweet. Did they have to meet Delisha? Delisha? Said Delisha. Delisha? Did you unleash Delisha on somebody, Selena? Come on. Let us know. Me and Gary are here for you. Did you unleash Delisha? We know you ain't seen nobody in traffic. It wasn't road rage. Oh, you blocked Nollywood. I was about to say, somebody blocked you? Yeah, I block them. As soon as I pop up and I look on that profile, I'll be like, Nollywood act blocked. You're lying. You think somebody's stupid and want to talk to a Nollywood actor. I don't want to talk to anybody actors. Now, I done been around. I can't. I done been around enough to see to know better. I done been around NFL, NBA, rappers. I see how they get caught up. I can take that much. Real easy to get in trouble because they had a party and then they be at the VIP and then they be letting certain super light complected ladies in there and they be real drunk. Then they leave with them at the end of the night. Dude, recipe for disaster. Little Cindy was trained out the womb. Get that NFL player. Woo, he gonna get you. I thank goodness my son ain't in that, in no kind of sports or nothing. Because I would be, boy, they be like, "Would this lady go away?" Huh, Gary? What, you talking about the Nollywood actors having to block? Yeah, they be coming for us on Instagram. Or to be the one that be trying to be like they in the military and they a single father. And then they had like 6 pictures. Or all professional pictures. Like, dude, so every picture you have is a photo shoot? Stop it. No, she said she had to block some. I actually had to do the Nollywood actors be trying to inbox her or DM her on Instagram. She said she had to block some. Yeah, they be serious. And I don't know if they really Nollywood actors or not, but and they, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They be on there talking, "Oh, you're so beautiful. I want to come to the U.S." Or they'll talk to you and then they'll be like, "I got a friend that talks to these people. This is why I know this stuff." And I'll be looking at her like, "Why are you falling for this?" She be on there. This girl to learn how to speak French and everything, talking to them people. And she be like, "I be like, when the hell you start speaking French?" He taught me. I'm looking like, you gullible. Like, they'll be on there talking about you so beautiful. I don't know anyone like you so beautiful. And then next thing you know, they talking about their mama sick. That's when you know they great ask for some money. They start talking about the sick mother, trying to pull on your heartstrings after they didn't told you beautiful for like 4 weeks. Made you feel like you're the #1 girl in the world. And this girl was all like, "You said you was coming here." I'm looking like, you still talking to these people? Girl, please throw away the scammer code because it's all over you. They coming for you for a reason. It made me wonder if she ever did send any money. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you still talking to this person, you probably done gave them some coins. That's crazy. Next time I want to inbox me, I'm be like, "I love your movies, but I ain't trying to holler at you. Bye." You have to pay attention to their clothes in the movies. Like before they was like real low budget, but now they got better production. Man, them ladies be wearing some bad clothes or nice clothes. Not the African garments, but like their regular clothes, like them dresses and things. Yep, and they also think Americans is dirty. So I heard. I got a friend that's from Ivory Coast, but she been here most of her life. And we had fell out at the hair show one day. And I was asking her a question, but she wasn't answering me. And so I'm gonna ask her, was the TV too loud? And she wasn't saying nothing. I'm like, is the TV too loud? Man, all this time I've been knowing her, I never heard no kind of accent. All of a sudden that girl hit me with, "Don't talk to me." I'm like, Somebody about to get choked. I would never forget that. Boy, I was like, whoa, where did that come from? And she used to say stuff like, Americans are dirty. They'll take a bath at night, then they'll get up and get dressed and go, and they don't take another bath in the morning. Hmm, how you know this? Hey, Padge. What you doing, Padge? Love you, Padge. That's my sister, Padge. My other sister. This is my sister, Selena. My new sister. And my sister just saying. Don't choke. Don't choke. Oh, shaking the bushes. Oh, dang, did I pass Bobo? That means I'm just rolling good. I see the Somerville sign. I think I passed the Bobo plant. That's crazy. Yeah, man. I'm like, why y'all gonna go over there? They don't like you. They think we lazy. They think we lazy and dirty. Apparently, is what she said. Americans is dirty. They only take a bath at night. Like, dang, you know about everybody, huh? I should have known then when she's saying little stuff like that. I'm looking at her like, why you sound like you ain't been here since you've been 6 years old? You ain't from Africa no more, girl. Go somewhere. You don't even remember. Oh, the Bobo plant right here. Don't even remember. Been here since you've been 6. Sweetie, you Americans. Cut it out. I'm sorry. You're American now. Everything you have in you has come from the United States. We dirty, you dirty. Don't talk to me. Woo! She was trying to bring them out in the room that I'm paying for. I'm talking about some, don't talk to me, girl. I feel devastation around her neck. That's why I said I don't like getting mad. That right there, I do not like getting upset, coming out of character and all that stuff. Mm-mm. I have to move around. It's not cute. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Uh-oh. She come here. Everybody speaking to her. Patch, we need to talk. So I'm gonna call you too when I get off the line. I got something to say. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, y'all, we done rolled through. And I didn't even start at the beginning of the trip. I started at 11 o'clock when I came on here. Yep, about 11 o'clock. I did. I set the thing for 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock, and I'm almost at my apartment. Some, not all. They have better than like America. Yeah, I mean, of course that. I guess we do have to. I don't know. In my mind, I be thinking like, if you know I'm not talking about you, then whatever. But I understand that in this world, we have to say not all, some. Because I think she said stuff like that, but I don't think that she even feels that way for real, for real. If that's the case, her child wouldn't be American. You laid with one. Sure. No, I don't think all, but I do think that we should educate ourselves instead of thinking we're going home. You know, that's the mindset. I'm going back to. You ain't go back nowhere you ain't never been. First of all, second of all, what part? Where you going? How many countries is over there? What? Where you going? Do you even know where you're going, or you just going? As long as it's out, you better study. think the average person. I would like to visit. I still want to go to Lagos. I really do because of the movies. They make me want to go. But I would definitely have to be whole married and probably like a group, a few couples together before I went there. And I want to go. I would like to go to Ghana. Be watching this girl, and she be You ever seen the girl? She be making homes out of the storage things, the big storage canisters, and them houses be nice. The way she be doing it, and it'd be like two of them stacked on top of each other. It'd be like 2 units. That is so dope. Yeah, I hope all of them don't think like that, but a lot of them really do. But I also like to talk to. Um, I like talking to everybody. I ain't got nothing against nobody from another country. I'm just when I say that, I'm speaking of us just thinking we're automatically accepted because of our skin color, you know, by Africans, and that's not necessarily the case. But I love to learn. Like I got a girl that comes to me. She's from Nigeria, and she's super spiritual. But we have good conversations. You know, to learn like how they think of things, certain things that we do and they don't do, things like that. It's always cool, and especially from a spiritual standpoint, because a lot of times it'll be like, oh, so and so, she's not religious, she's spiritual, she's tapped into her African spirituality, and if you don't know what you know, sometimes that ain't the right place to be. But everybody thinks because it's African that is right, but it's always cool to hear somebody that is literally from there that understands that from us Christian versus the spiritual thing where a lot of people are in the voodoo and witchcraft and stuff like that. So although you see them tapping into something that their African spirituality, you have to understand what is it that they're tapping into. But I love for them to break it down. They be like, no, that is not this. This is that. And they break down everything you're looking at. Like this means the devil. This is where you go to the water and see the witch doctor. But we be like, oh yeah, she's tapped into her African spiritual. No, I was kidding. Oh shoot, y'all! My exit is right ahead. I wonder if my sister cleaned up my house for me. That would be so nice if she just kind of cleaned up, just because she was there. Is that wishful thinking? Hmm. Guess we about to find out. Guess we about to find out. I wanna know. I wanna know what turns you on. Yeah. I done went a whole extra 30 minutes beyond what I was last benediction. Guess we in the afterglow, the overflow. Whew, that's that part of the service. The spirit was moving, y'all. We was in church till 3 o'clock. Whew, that's a long time. Whew, long time. Okay, lady, I know where I'm at. You don't have to tell me. When you're outside of the club and you think I'm a phone. Why am I excited all of a sudden? It's because I'm home. Man, Gary, I think it is going to happen. Later on, I'm going to be a wreck. Yeah, I'm going to be a wreck. I can feel it in my bones. So bittersweet. So bittersweet. Somebody just texted me, said they hope I'm ready to go and still excited. My phone just keep on closing out. Whoa. Okay, guys. Well, I'm around the corner. Again, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, having fun, making me laugh. Thank you, Selena, for showing up and making me act a fool. I'm just kidding. You ain't made me act a fool. I made a decision. Today, I'm going to act a fool. Yeah, I know. Because I got to close it. That's one thing I say is when you're making a transition out of one space to the next, you want to close the door behind you. I'm always going to remember this place, but I can't have one foot in and one foot out, you know. And the only thing that's going to keep me from having to come through the window is the fact that I do have to come back and get my furniture. But I ain't coming back to the door. I'm going to pull up through the window. Pull up through the window, get my stuff, and pull back out, then shut the window. Yeah, I'm done. But I said I'm going to pay my storage up for 2 months, and that's my goal, to come back and get my furniture and move it in before I need to make another payment on my storage. That's a goal I've set for myself. And yeah, it's a good goal. I would like to bring Christmas in my place. So I paid all this money for this black Christmas tree. I need to put that sucker up, okay? It's so pretty, y'all. Yes, I celebrate Christmas. I sure do. Jesus is the reason for the season. So don't be on here talking about, you celebrate that pagan holiday. I do. But I look at holidays, I don't look at it like that. I look at it as family time, you know what I mean? A time to spend time with your loved ones. You know, you got people that are like, say they truck drivers and they gone on the road a lot. Those are moments that they can come home and be with their kids, you know, have a good dinner and, you know, stuff like that. So I look at holidays from that aspect. A time for family. Oh, she ain't here. Where that girl at? The last time I came back and she wasn't here, I ain't see her no more until 2 nights ago. I'm scared. Hope she ain't. Whatever. Okay, y'all. Well, I'm home. I love y'all. Selena's voice to Reese's Pieces. Hey, one day Selena got off the live and she was like, "All right, y'all, I love y'all. Bye." I was like, "You didn't say the Reese's Pieces." I took that personal because she didn't say Reese's Pieces. No, you gotta love us the Reese's Pieces. You started it, you gotta keep it up. Every time you close, you gotta love us the Reese's Pieces, or we ain't gonna know how to act. That's your signature. You love us the Reese's Pieces. Back at you, Uncle L. I got junk. I got a chicken breast, soda, cheese curls. I'm about to go in here and punish. Then get busy. Nothing looking like what I thought. Hey, Double Speaks. What's going on, buddy? Double, double. Hey, double, double. That's how that sound when I be in the chat, like Double Speaks. Double, double. Hey, double, double. Hey, double, double. You having a good day, sir? Hopefully. Hey, did you see me on your chat the other day? And I was like, see, this is that moment. He always take a turn. And the best part about it is nobody even realized it when it happened. It happened so smooth. Dude, you had a whole deliverance testimonial service. They ain't even know it. They was quoting scripture in the chat. They was reflecting on the Lord. Man, keep doing what you do, buddy. Keep doing what you do. Keep doing what you do. I was sitting there like, oop, there's the shift. And I just told you that. I said, you're going to always take a shift no matter what. I said, they ain't even going to realize the shift happened. They have no idea. I was listening to KB this morning. He was singing that gospel song. I said, this dude gonna play. He gonna play himself right into preach. Give him 5 years. Oh, I see Shalonda coming in a Honda. I remember my old pastor said that one day. I was dying. I see Shalonda coming in a Honda. I can't be playing like that though. I don't see how people be playing like that. Cause when I play, it just happened for real. So I ain't trying. Y'all not friends? What's my friend? I think everybody should be friends. I think that a lot of this stuff is just a difference of opinion, and people don't really see it like that. Although it may be a difference of opinions, it's mostly perspective. Like, your opinion is not wrong, your opinion is not wrong. Just how we see it differently. I think we should all be able to respect that and move accordingly. But it becomes a big deal. I think everybody is passionate. So what I said, you should believe it that way. And your way is wrong. How dare you say that about me? Everybody should know they're passionate, and everybody has their own perspective of everything in life. If we look at it like that, then it'll be easy to get along. Much easier. Much easier. Oh man. Well, I did that one stop. How much gas I got left? Oh yeah, we good on the gas too. I also think it's more about folks just want to have last word. Probably so too. And I think that comes with passion. A passionate person is like, I don't know. I'm passionate about a lot of things, and I think that I've been the person that wanted to have the last word. It's like, is it the last word, or you just had another point? Yeah, I'm like this. You ain't gotta agree or disagree. Just know that you think differently than me, and we're good. I don't disagree with you. That's just the way you think. You shouldn't disagree with me. This is the way I think. What you eat for breakfast this morning? No, I'm just kidding. I think we got a highly sensitive world. If everybody could take all that passion and that rage and that fire that they got and somehow turn it into a positive energy, boy, stronger together is an understatement. You know what I'm saying? Stronger together is an understatement. It's like we all have a superpower that could work together. Everything the same doesn't make something work better. We need all different types of aspects, because another person that thinks of the same thing a different way, is more alert in another way. So when something's coming, although you might not see it, they saw it. Even though y'all got a difference of a thought process. And then everybody's kind of protected because everybody's moving in the capacity that they're supposed to move in. They see what they're supposed to see. Our job isn't to make each other see the same thing, it's to see what you're supposed to see and move accordingly. If I see what I'm supposed to see and I can be like, double, double, look out. You can duck and then be looking like, good looking out, Meek, even though I don't like your ass. Sort of like the body, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be a foot. Everybody can't be a foot. We need feet, hands, eyes, arms, legs, hands, elbows. Shoot. If you called to be an elbow, be the best elbow you could possibly be. Because guess what? We going through life and stuff coming up against you. Sometimes you got to throw them bows. Just imagine you don't want to be knocking things off. Boom, boom. We all still standing together because you was in position with your bows. You wasn't over here trying to be a nose. Bars. No, I was kidding. Let me quit. That's why love is needed. If you can't love it, ain't nothing gonna go right, man. It's gonna always be this way. It's gonna be a cycle. Everybody gonna be mad at each other, then some people gonna make up, then they gonna get mad at each other, then somebody else gonna be mad at each other, and then they gonna make up. It ain't gonna never stop. I ain't got this. I'll be tired. I ain't got time to be running around. What you next? I just get some popcorn and be like, dang. And that's only for a minute. Shoot. You know what I mean? But I think at the end of the day, whatever you personally, any of you, not just, I'm not saying nobody in specific, particular, whatever you put out, whatever you're here to do, it's going to get done. It's not going to always be with the crew of people. It's not going to always be with the understanding of other people. That's why you have to stay focused and true to yourself. Even through all the fussing and cussing, you still have to stay true to yourself, what you are here for, what you're doing. Your reflection should reflect what you're supposed to do. It's cool to fly off, have some fun, bump heads a little bit. But at the end of the day, you can't forget your why. Your why is what's going to carry you, not why you don't agree with me. Your why, period. My why ain't your why. Hey, see, my playmate. Come out and play with me. Climb up a tree. Slide down my rainbow. Into I don't forgot the song. Woo. Woo. Yeah, man. Can't forget your why. And you got to remember that why on YouTube, off YouTube, when you get in the bathtub, when you go down to happy hour, you can't never forget your why. Because your why is at work, everywhere you go. I don't care what you're doing. You can go to jail, you can't forget your why. Nope. That's why I'm able to laugh at some people. Because I know my why. It's funny when they don't know your why and they trying to figure you out. They got you all mapped out. They know shit about you don't know about yourself. I'd be like, really? That's me? I did? Okay. You still don't know my why. That's why you're irritated. Yep. That's how it is, y'all. That's how it is. I'm here in the world. I'm making up songs now. I got to go. um, I done sat here for another hour almost after I did closing, the first closing. I guess I didn't open the doors for the church. Is there anyone? Won't you come? Ooh, Lord, please don't put me in that position to have to do something like that. I ain't ready. Yeah, but I appreciate you guys. Those that came up late at the end, those that I got to shake out the bushes, all y'all friends of mine. Even the ones that don't like me. Thank you for watching. That's retarded and ridiculous to sit here and watch someone you don't. You know, I suggest start a page. Shit, make me content. Give me a buzz. Psych. I don't do enough for nobody to make me out of content. You'll be lying. But again, I do appreciate you, good people. I thank you every single time you come on here with me and just, allow me to say what I got to say and participate. I thank y'all for the laughs today, holding me down while I was driving back home. Gary, you are always so encouraging. I think he's prepping me for my emotional day that I'm probably about to have with my little going away soiree. Taco Tuesday, farewell meek. I love when Realist just pops out the bushes out of nowhere. So that lets me know he's always watching more than likely. I just don't see him. CC, my playmate, when she ain't working or sleeping, she always here. Double speak always slide through. And I get to laugh at him because I done told him. If he don't know yet, he'll figure it out. Selena. Hey, we got to sing a great duet together. Put it in your mouth. Don't choke, people. If you got folks' name in your mouth for nothing and they ain't got your name in theirs, don't choke. Uncle L, just saying. I think D was here earlier. I appreciate her for showing up. Letitia was here. I appreciate her. Yeah, I think that's if I miss somebody, it's because I can't scroll up. Oh yeah, I got everybody. I sure did. I'm pretty good. All right. All right, y'all. Well, I'm about to go in here and get the next part of my day going. Y'all pray I go in here and this girl done did something that make my move a little easy. Like, oh, maybe I'll clean this out for her. Something like that happens. That would be so wonderful. All right, my love. Good morning, gal. What? Good morning, Gary. Oh, whatever. I can't read. Did you spell wrong? All right, y'all. Bye. Let me go because I'll keep talking for another 30 minutes, and that's what I'm not trying to do. Peace out.